The ultimate product of your lifetime is your legacy. As entrepreneurs, we get so caught up in the products and the services that we sell. So much so, they literally become a part of our identity. We obsess over making the next sale or getting that next recruit. We are driven by the desire to achieve. We climb the ladder of success. But there's a big problem. We miss an important part of the journey. To me, it's the thing that matters the most, and that's the contribution that we make doing the work that we do. Today is National Giving Day. It takes place on the first Tuesday after every Thanksgiving. All the craziness of the Black Friday and Cyber Monday weekend is over. We spend all of our time shopping for the best deals out there. Well, this is a day that we can think about and support those that are less fortunate than us. And today I want to share a big announcement with you, something I'm really excited about. But also I've got a special message that I wanted to give you in honor of this day today. What I'd like to do with this video today is challenge you. I want to challenge you to go deeper, and I want to challenge you to think bigger when it comes to your business. I want you to understand that everything you do in your business, every conversation that you have, every product that you share, every post that you put out there on social media, every interaction you have are all opportunities to create a legacy for your life. Why is legacy important? Well, our legacy is our contribution to the world. It's how you'll be remembered by those that are most important to you when you're gone. It's made up of all the seemingly insignificant routine moments of impact and service that we perform in our business every single day. But most importantly, your legacy is made up of the love that you spread into the world. You know, as entrepreneurs, we get so caught up in what we do and what we can accomplish. We spend our entire lives defining ourselves by these things. The amount of likes or shares or views that we get on our social media posts, the rank that we hold, the size of our check, the size of our downline. Never realizing that when we are long gone, none of that stuff is going to matter anymore. Here's what will matter: the person that you were during your lifetime and the lives that you touched along the way. Today, I want to challenge you to ask yourself some important questions. What do you really want to do with your life? How do you want to be remembered by those that matter to you the most? And what do you want your family and your children to say about you when you are long gone? Look, I promise you this, your family, your children, they're not going to be bragging to their friends about how hard a worker you were, how dedicated to success in your business, how you were always there anytime someone on your team needed you for a three-way call or a meeting. No, these are not the things that they're going to remember. And the fourth question that I want you to ask yourself is, what is the contribution that you will leave the world? And how is your network marketing business going to be a vehicle that's going to help you make that impact? See, here's what I've learned. Acquiring wealth and success just for the sake of wealth and success will not deliver you much satisfaction or fulfillment over time. You know, my mentor used to say it to me, Bob, it's not about the money. And I remember every time he said it to me, I would just kind of roll my eyes and I would think, yeah, dude, easy for you to say, you got the money, I'm broke. But I can tell you today, almost 20 years after the start of my journey, finally being grateful, having achieved the financial freedom that I always longed for, here's what I will tell you. My mentor was right. Well, he was partly right. I'll tell you, it is about the money. But it is only about the money to the degree of what the money allows you to do for other people that you come across in your life. See, once we have the resources in place for our own family and our own freedom. Here's what I believe. I believe we are meant to do something good with the money that comes our way. I believe that we are supposed to use it as a tool to help improve the lives of people that are less fortunate, because here's the secret, is if you can use your success and your platform as a way to make a bigger contribution in the world, that will provide you with all of the motivation and drive and fulfillment that you need to sustain that success over time. So as you sit here beginning to plan out your 2020 and beyond and shaping that big vision for your life, I want you to consider, who are you going to help once you've achieved the financial and personal and time freedom that your network marketing business can give you? Because if you can commit to use your success in service and betterment of people that are less fortunate with you, here's what it will do. It will provide you with a source of passion that you've never had and a calling so much greater than your business career could ever give you. And the message that I want some of you to understand, because I know some of you hear this and you doubt whether you could ever make that kind of an impact, what I want you to understand is you are so much closer to having a significant impact on other people than you could possibly ever imagine. So if you allow me to, I'd like to share my vision with you here today, maybe to inspire some of you. It's always been my vision to find a way to use my platform and my story and this vehicle of network marketing that has changed my life to spread the power of love and for me to help make a bigger impact in the world. And the way that I want to do that is by helping create and empower an entire new generation of leaders inside of this profession called legacy leaders that are focused on being purpose-driven and serving others at a bigger level. You know, in network marketing for me, it's been a gift that has changed my life, and I am incredibly passionate about helping other people realize that same exact gift. And that brings me to kind of the point of the video today. So we do a live event every single year, and this year we chose a charity partner. We always try to find a local charity so that when we go to an area, we can just do a small part to leave that area better than when we first came. And our charity partner this year was an organization called National Angels. National Angels supports kids here domestically that are in the foster care system. And I had their founder, Susan Ramirez, speak on our stage. And she shared the mission and the heart behind the work that they do in their organizations. And I was so touched by their story because it's really a mission that's founded around this idea of the power of love and how it can transform not only your life, but the lives of the people around you. And I thought it fit so perfectly with this idea that we teach of legacy leadership. I knew that we had to partner up. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to actually have share the video of their mission with you and Susan talking about the heart behind the work that they do here, which we'll share with you here right now.
We have a saying that every single child deserves one healthy adult who knows the color of their eyes and the passions of their heart. This work is so important to us because we believe that every single child should have the opportunity to grow up to reach their fullest potential. We know that children who are in foster care will move so many times in their life. That's several new sets of parents, new sets of friends if they even make them. And every time a child moves, they're 6 months behind from an educational standpoint. That's why kids who grow up in foster care, about half of them will not graduate from high school. And we know that the majority of them will not move on to college, even though in many states, they have a full ride to any state school. But they're not going, not because they don't want to go, but because they don't have what every other child has, which is a loving, devoted, caring person that shows up in their life over and over and over and says, I believe in you. I care about you. We have so many incredible foster parents, but the truth is that the majority of foster parents within the first year will close their home because they're not equipped and they're not supported. And that's what makes our program so unique, is that we surround community and intentional support around these families who are doing the hard work. And if we can support them and love on them, they're more likely to keep the child in placement longer, because we believe the first touch point to children that can heal is in a healthy placement. I think when people think of foster care, they think, well, I'm not called to foster and I'm not called to adopt, so I don't know what I can do. I don't know how to play a role in this system that's full of complications. But the truth is that every single person can make a difference in a child's life, and every single person can walk alongside a foster family and show up for them. I was a foster parent. I know how tough it is. And I think to have a group of people that are committed to showing up for you and loving on you well through intentional giving and relationship building and mentorship, it's the consistency and it's the holistic family support that makes our program so special. And if we can wrap community around our families and around our children, we know that we have a better opportunity of ensuring that we can beat every statistic and odd that's out there. But this is not just a number. These are children in our community who desperately need just love and attention, an adult that shows up over and over and over and over again that says, I care about you. I care about your dreams. I care about your heart. I care about your schoolwork. And I think we can do better. I think that we can do better.
You know, as many of you know, I'm writing my first book, and it's titled Love, Serve, Grow. And it is a radically different way for people to think about network marketing. And it's a blueprint and a manual for leaders in this profession to find more happiness and fulfillment and financial success in their business. And I remember hearing all the stories that Susan shared of these children whose lives have been changed forever because of the work that she was doing. And I was so touched, and I remember coming onto stage and I had these tears welling up in my eyes because I couldn't stop thinking about my son Grayson, who at the time was not even 2 years old. And I just remember thinking how lucky he was as a child to be born into a home that showed him such intense, unconditional love. And how I know because of that love that he had such a greater chance to grow up and become a healthy, productive citizen. But then I thought about how many children never have that opportunity. You know, and it broke my heart to know that there are children that live in this country today that will grow up their entire life never knowing the power of love. So we partnered up with Susan, and I am excited to share with you, we raised over $50,000 for her organization at that event. It was the most money they had ever raised partnering for an event or with a influencer or an organization. And I remember Susan came up to me and she was blown away. She said, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what to expect, totally surprised. And I remember just laughing and kind of thinking to myself, I wasn't surprised. And the reason why I wasn't surprised, I was grateful, but I wasn't surprised because I know the people that are in our community. I know the heart that people like you have to serve and want to make a difference. And I just had this extreme sense of pride in all of you and what we had created together. And I flew home from that event being more inspired than I had ever been. And I had this kind of thing tugging at my heart. I felt like there was something more that I needed to do here, that the work that Susan was doing, I believed so much because it was so present in my life with my children. I wanted to find a way to be able to help them even more in the mission of their work. And I had this crazy idea. It's funny, my crazy ideas always come on airplanes. But here was the crazy idea that I had. I was finishing this book that is really all about the power and the message of love. And I thought, what if we partnered with Susan's organization? And what if I donated 100% of the profits of the book to her organization and their Love Box program, the mission behind the work? And it was a crazy idea because I immediately thought about the years that I've spent writing it, all the time and all the effort, but I just deep down inside, I felt like God was really pulling me in a different direction with it. I felt like that, it almost felt like that the message of this book was becoming something that was so much bigger than just me. And I'll tell you, I got very inspired. So I'm excited to share with you, my big announcement is when the book comes out early next year, we will be donating 100% of the profits of the book to the National Angels in support of their mission. And here's why I am most inspired, is that I know for a fact that this is going to become a part of my legacy, but it's not just my legacy. Because each and every single one of you that chooses to support this work, that purchases that book, that hopefully has your business and life changed forever, this is going to be a part of our legacy together. Look, with the help of our community and the network marketing profession, the pyramid thing, we are going to literally change thousands of children's lives that are in the foster care system today, showing them the transformative power of love. And that's why we've decided to partner today, National Giving Day, with the National Angels in support of their organization. And we've set up a special link for any of you. If your heart has been touched by Susan's story the same way that it was with mine, and if you're in a position where you are able to give and support, I ask you that you choose to support their organization today. We're going to share with you a link here on the screen where you can go to donate. Look, any amount will make a huge difference. Now, for those of you that want to support, maybe you don't have the financial means. That's totally okay. This is a tough time of the year. But if you still believe in the mission of this work and you want to find out how you might be able to support their organization or even become a part of it, they're expanding very rapidly all over the States. You can reach out to us and let us know. You know, and I have to say, this is like crazy for me to even share with you today. Like, how can I, somebody that my worst fear or almost my entire life was public speaking, and for years in my business I struggled to see success. I questioned myself every single step of the way. Do I have what it takes? Is this thing ever going to work for me? To sit with you here today and share this with you and know with everything that is in me the impact that we are going to make in the lives that we are going to change together. It's just a very special moment. And I just want to share some heartfelt gratitude to all of you that have been a part of this journey with me. And here's the message I want you to take from this video today. You are being prepared for something so much bigger in your life. Look, as hard as it might seem, as challenging as it is in the moment, I want you to understand it's there for a bigger reason. You have gifts and talents and abilities inside of you so far greater than anything you can imagine. You were connected to your company to share a product and an opportunity that can transform the lives of the people that you come in contact with. And you owe it to yourself and your family to get over your fears, your self-doubt, and your insecurities, and put yourself out there and share what you have with the world. Promise me that you will not quit, you will not stop, and you will not let other people's opinions about you and what you do keep you from achieving your dreams and contributing your gifts to the world.